Hello, Destiny Church family. Wow, who would have ever thought the craziness that's going on in our world today is actually going on? Listen, I want to make a statement on some things that are coming up here at Destiny and how we're handling this whole coronavirus thing so you can be aware of all that's taking place. But I first want to mention 3 comments that deal with us biblically, spiritually. The first is that I know there's a lot of fear out there. You know, Psalm 23, the psalmist said, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me." I want to encourage you today to realize that God is ultimately in control. Don't be afraid. That being said, James also tells us that if you lack wisdom, to ask of God, and he will give it liberally to those who ask. But then once you've asked, don't let your faith waver about it. So today we want to come at you with some things that we believe are wise decisions and wise choices for our church family moving forward with this, based on not only what our government leaders are saying, but also what we just believe is an appropriate response. Third thing I want to say, having just come through a series of messages on the return of Christ, I see this whole COVID-19 thing as just the reality that we have a warning sign that the return of Christ is near. You know, we see these things intensifying now. One of those things is that you'll see pestilence in the land, and disease is pestilence. And we see that, and I believe it's just a sign and the intensification of the warning signs before Jesus comes back. So now more than ever, it's time for us to have our lives right with Jesus and for us to assemble ourselves together. But we're going to be assembling in a new way. Today at 2 o'clock, I'm going to be joining with pastors from around the state of Colorado who are going on a conference call with the governor of our state. And we're kind of anticipating that he's going to ask or ban the gathering of people together for religious services. Now, we know that Utah has already limited them to churches of 100 or less, and so we don't fall into that category as a congregation anymore. But even if it were to be groups of 250 or less, where we do fall, the deacons and I have decided yesterday that it would be wise to conduct our services virtually for the next 2 weeks unless asked to extend them longer or the situation intensifies where that would not be safe. So this means for us that this Sunday, we're still having church. We're still having church here at Destiny, but you're going to be at home. What's going to happen is the praise team and myself and my family, we're going to come together on site and we're going to conduct a live church service for you to turn into virtually on Facebook. Now, if you don't have Facebook, I'm going to encourage you, get on Facebook now, because a lot of our announcements and things during this time, they're going to be streamed on Facebook, so that'll help you stay in touch with things. In fact, I'm doing some live prayer casts on Facebook as well. Want to encourage you just to get on it. If you don't like it, get off of it as soon as this whole thing's over, but get on Facebook so you can stay in contact with everything that's taking place. Our praise team, like I said, and myself, we're going to be bringing the word. You're just going to be able to be in your homes. How awesome is that? You get to have your PJs on with your cup of coffee in your hand and sit back and relax and enjoy church. Now, before you get too comfortable, this is not a permanent solution to our church. We need to gather together as the body of Christ and encourage one another in person. But during a season like this isn't going to be available to us. So we want to still come together virtually and stay connected. That being said, I encourage you to get on Facebook media and social media and be praying with one another and encouraging each other. Now, you might be saying, how do I do this? We're going to go onto our website. Now, you know our website's name, yourdestinychurch.org. Let me say that again, yourdestinychurch.org. You want to go to that website. All of the links for everything you're going to need during this time where everything is going to go virtual or through tech media, links like to our Textcaster for announcements. If you are not signed up on Textcaster, now is the time to sign up. Also, links to our Facebook page. We're going to have watch parties where you can come in and sign in and join with us while we're doing that live stream. But also our online giving platforms. All of those are going to be on the front page of yourdestinychurch.org. And we don't want you to ignore gathering together. Don't say, well, I can't go to church, so I'm going to go to the mountains. You know, that'd be the worst thing to do, seeing that the coronavirus is up in the mountains worse, okay? So we want to encourage you, still set apart 10 a.m. on Sunday morning to go to church. Get your kids together, get your family in the room, sit on your couches around whether you link this into your TV through your Hulu or whatever, get together as your family and watch our church service. Sing with us when we're singing, praise with us when we're praising, pray with us when we're praying, amen when you're hearing the word being preached, whatever it takes, but be a part. We want you all to be in attendance at these gatherings. And let's believe that God is going to use all this nuttiness for his glory. You know, already today I had a live stream prayer page, and I've already had a couple of responses through Messenger of people saying, you know, my neighbor watched that with me, or my friend watched that with me. You know, we don't know how God's going to use this time for us to maybe virtually reach out to our friends and our neighbors, our family members who don't know Christ, invite them to be watching. How easy is that? In fact, if people are kind of self-quarantining in our houses, they're going to be bored out of their minds, so it gives them something to do. People might be looking for answers during this time as well. And so looking for answers, spiritual answers, they can find it virtually. So make that an important thing that you're doing. Now, something else that's really important for us to know who's participating. When you come on to that live stream on Sunday, go ahead and let us know that you're there. Just say, checking in, and we'll see, because all of your little names, they come up on those feeds. If you like something, hit the like button, hit the amen button, hit the love button. Please don't hit the angry button. And you know, that'll let us know that you're there, that you're paying attention, that you're watching, that you're participating. And that kind of helps us all see one another, know that that we're coming together as the body of Christ. So it's really important that when you sign on that Facebook Live, that you're watching with us and that you're signing in and making comments. If you don't have availability to an online resource, we know that this is maybe maybe at most 2% of our congregation does not have that online capability. You can contact me, contact myself, and let me know that you don't have it. Now, because we are doing this live from the church on Sunday at that time, 10 a.m., we can still maintain social distancing with a few people in the building. We have sanitizer. In fact, I walked into the building today and I can still smell the bleach in the air. Thank you, Pam Gamba, for doing that for us. The church has been disinfected. We'll keep on disinfecting it. But if you absolutely don't have the resource, we are going to allow you to come in and sit in the building. We're not going to shake hands. We're going to keep 6 foot distance from one another. We're going to obey all the social distancing rules, but we want you to still be able to partake of services. Only those who can't do that are those who are participating in the live stream event. So with that, let me continue on. I've got a few more notes here to go over with you. So with that, we want you to know that we are canceling all group meetings for all ages. That means youth group, any kids things, life groups, discipleship groups, next steps classes. They're all canceled until March 29th. We will be monitoring the situation, and if we are told that we need to extend this further than March 29th or it's gotten more severe, we will take note of those things and do that. But if not, we plan on coming back together on March 29th. So don't head for the mountains that weekend. Make plans to come back as the body of Christ, and man, let's get a love on with one another again. Let's connect and reconnect with one another when we resume. I do want you to know that the church office is going to be open over the next couple of weeks. Tuesday and Wednesday, specifically from 10 to 4. We might be here more often than that, or by appointment. We don't believe that you have to have no contact with anyone. So our church offices, because there's only 2 or 3 of us on staff here, we work in different spaces. We feel that we can do that safely. And if one person at a time comes by because they have need and they're not sick, please don't come by if you're sick. But if you need to drop off a giving check or come in for a question, you can do that. We will be here. We'll sanitize, bump fists, or keep a distance, whatever we need to do. But the church offices will be open. You can also get a hold of myself or any other staff members with questions by our cell phones. Please don't hesitate to use those. Just remember, Monday's our day off. Give us that day of rest. We appreciate that. But you can get a hold of us if you have an urgent need on the Monday. Please make sure you let us know that. Send us a text. We'll respond as soon as we have it. But we are going to be keeping the church offices open. So remember, we are having church. We are having church. You're just going to be in your house, and we're going to be here. But we're still having church. So plan on being at church. It should be easier than ever. It's just going to be virtual, a little bit different than what we've done before. We're also asking another thing, very important. You know, especially with our church just doing our recent remodel, we have a mortgage, we have staff that we're taking care of, we have bills that we still have to pay for, lights, other things. So we are asking you, please, just because you're not physically in the building, please give online. That online giving link will be on your page. You know, I have to appreciate, I had a phone call today from someone who said, Pastor, I don't have online giving. Can I drop by my giving check? I'm like, absolutely. But we want to encourage you. We have that online giving. You can set up text to give on that. So you can still give, and we still need you to give, because just because we have this lapse in being able to come together physically doesn't mean that our expenses go away, just like your household expenses aren't going away. So we encourage you that you help us out in doing that with us and use that online giving. You might find that you really like it. You can set it up automatically, and you might find that you love it so much it becomes your new way of giving. Also, I want to remind you again, if you haven't signed up for TextCaster, I saw a whole thread on Facebook yesterday. What's going on with services? We're making those announcements on TextCaster. So if you haven't, the link is on the front of our church's website at yourdestinychurch.org. Go there, click that link, sign up. Make sure you sign up for general announcements and prayer requests and any of the other things that apply to you, and you will be kept apprised of updates. If I'm going live stream to make an announcement to the church or to talk to everybody or to pray, I'm going to let you guys know about it beforehand so you can tune in, so you've got a little notice to tune in and stuff. So we want to encourage you, make sure you're signing up for that. So online giving, Facebook announcements, all of those things can also be found on that first page of yourdestinychurch.org. So make sure you sign into that page, mark it on your, make it bookmark it. I think that's what they call it, bookmark it. So at this time, I'm also wanting to call our church to prayer. Every noon, I'm calling us to pray every noon, whether that's for 5 minutes, for an hour, for half an hour, whatever it might be in your world, but to pray for this whole pandemic situation going on. Praying for our church, praying for the economy, praying for our national leaders and our state leaders. I don't care if they agree with your political affiliation, they still need our prayers right now. So let's unite our hearts together and pray. Let's pray that this virus dies. And let's believe and come before the face of God and intercede on behalf of our world, our missionaries who are struggling with this in other countries, as well as our own church. One more thing I want to bring out to you, and this is very important, and that's that we know that we have elderly in our congregation, and some of us might end up getting sick with this virus. If that happens, we want to be praying for you. So we want you to let us know that. Also, if that happens, that might mean you can't get out to a store to get a resource. We want to be, as the body of Christ, helping one another. So if you've come down sick and you have need of a resource, we want you to call us and let us know. We're putting together a team right now of people who will go out and help bring those resources to you. So we want you to let us know that if that happens. Also, if you're elderly and maybe you couldn't get a resource, or maybe the resources were gone when you went to the store and you're finding yourself really in need of something. You know, it's kind of like going to your neighbor and asking for the cup of sugar so you can finish your recipe. We want you to get a hold of us, and as quickly as we possibly can, realize that we might have limitations. We will try and help meet those resources in your life, and we will reach out to others in our church family to help meet one another's needs. This is called being the body of Christ in a time of need. We're going to do it safely. We're going to do it so people don't get infected, but we're still going to do it. And so if you'd like to be a part of that team, we need a group of about 5 to 10 people to help us. So we've got a hotline to be able to help others in that place of need. And so if you would get a hold of me and text me at 720-899-8122, text me and let me know that you would like to help out with that. Also, if you have that need, we need you to let us know so we can help you also. And most of all, that we can pray for you. So we encourage you folks over the next couple weeks, stay home, self-quarantine. They say that social distancing is the greatest, best effect to stop this whole thing. And so we want to use wisdom. So we encourage you to do that. Don't go, I don't have to go to church on Sunday. I'm going to go to the mountains. Don't do that. That's where it's the worst. And be safe and help spread this virus. And I believe if we all work in unity, we're going to have a very positive effect. So I want to let you know you're in our prayers. God bless you. Stay connected on social media. Remember to tune in on Sundays. And we're the family of God. Plan on getting back together March 29th. God bless every one of you.